Hey everyone, it's time for June's book review. We are reviewing The Culture Code. Woohoo! All right, that's a book by Daniel Coyle. And who this book is for, this is for anybody who's building a team, has an organization, has a company. If you have people around you that report over to you, whatever the case is, or if you're in a leadership role, this is the book that you definitely want to read. I don't give 5 out of 5s often. This is getting a 5 out of 5. I would put like 4.9 to 5 because you know me, I was like that 0.1, right? But I will say that it's pretty high in the almost 5.0 here. Okay, what I did is I took some notes because I didn't want to massacre this at all. But the first thing that I would say that the book takes away from, and again, this is a book really just about how to just, crush it with your organization and have this culture that's unbelievable. First thing he talks about is psychological safety. And what he refers to in psychological safety is really just having an environment where people can share and they can take risks. They can share new ideas. They can bring forward ways to express themselves instead of holding back and feeling frustrated and not feeling like they can talk to you. So it's a wonderful thing when people feel like they're psychologically safe, is what he talks about. They will collaborate and give you their best work. And I could not agree with that more. And many times you think your organization has a safety zone for that, but this book will really open that up and show you. Belonging, that's the second thing. A sense of belonging in teams and organizations is really important. And that fosters cohesive and teamwork, which is really important. And that really comes into, it talks about your values, your rituals, things that you guys do. Some of the best teams that I coach they're very strong in that area. Purpose and meaning is the next one, where you're creating a very big understanding of what the team or company is doing and why. That's it. He dives into that. I think he does a great job. Next one is communication and listening, and really talks about leaders really being an effective communicator, leaders actually actively listening and encouraging that open dialogue and having an atmosphere where they really show that trust and collaboration. Sometimes, again, you have organizations where it's just a leader talking and there is no communication or listening. And what I've noticed even in my own organization, when I open up that level, I get things I didn't even ask for. I'll get things like saying, hey, I just happened to notice, here's 3 really good trending topics, just thought I'd let you know, maybe we can kind of dive into those. And I'm like, what? That's amazing. So creating that is a really high one. High standards and accountability, that's another thing that he talks about in the book, because a lot of people have a very hard time with showing high standards and accountability in organizations because they don't do it effectively. So he talks about how to hold individuals accountable to drive high performance in teams and in a culture environment, which is actually amazing. That chapter is really good. Learning from failure is another area he talks about, and encouraging a growth mindset within your team and company and people. That's another area that just blew my mind away as well. Building relationships, strong relationships, not just outside, but amongst team members. That's a really big one. And all the people who, are on the team, how to have empathy for other people, how to support the strong ones and the weak ones on teams. Very excellent chapter there. And then the final one was leadership and role modeling. When he jumps into there, I thought, what I really liked about is that everybody on the team should exemplify and have the behaviors of strong leadership and how you want to be role modeled. Okay, and so that's a chapter that I can't even explain how good that chapter is. The point about this book, The Culture Code, is that there isn't a lot of books like this out here. So it's almost in an area that is really hard to find good education, good books, or how to do it. And we're not naturally gifted in this area. So you do have to get some trainer or coaching and development in this area quite often. So I'm going to give The Culture Code like a huge thumbs up. I think it's a must listen, must read to anybody who's leading organizations. And even if you have a perfectly functional, awesome culture in your environment, I think you're going to learn a lot from this one. So I think it'll be really good. One of those 7 areas you're going to need some help with, I'm sure. So this is a great thing when everybody's kind of having, different changes in business and marketplaces and things like that. The culture of your company or organization and how you run it and the people in it is one of the most important things to seeing the success of the company. So dive into this. Let me know what you think. I personally, 4.95. That's what I'm going to give it. Enjoy.